I know my videos for Voyager Digital, or rather most of my videos, are not super popular. Why? I don't know. Maybe because people don't like my voice or people don't like the way I talk. But I want to give you guys an update on my Voyager Digital, uh, an update on it. So why? Because you know, I feel like if I put any names behind it, this the video will probably not get any views. With an update, people might be, they might watch it because they're like, why is the stock price down so much? So in my so I'm gonna share some of my views and pointers in this video. So first of all, this news about them getting a new chief technology officer pumped the stock temporarily, got the stock price up to 12.65, up, well, for the day it went all the way up to, it got pumped all the way up to 13.08, pulled back to around 12 something, and ended the day with 12.65. Moving forward, I don't know what the stock price is going to do. If I did, I'd be rich. But my assumption is, with continued execution and the expansion into Europe, which is supposed to happen this year, I think the stock price will get a big bump in share price. I think when they announce the news that they're expanding into Europe, I think that the stock price will probably, in the short term, get pumped up to around $20. So in theory, 20 Canadian dollars. So in theory, you can make about 70 or 80% profit buying at these levels. But the thing is, the stock price short term could go down lower. We could see this thing go down to, I had a price prediction of 10 Canadian dollars. Pretty close. It's hit $12.21. I'll be honest with you, I don't understand why the stock price does this. Like, in my mind, retail investors, why would they sell down here? Like, why would any investors sell down here? This company is a very strong fundamental. Short sellers may bring it down short into the short term, but that will create a huge bump in price when there's some big news that comes along the way, like maybe possibly an earnings report or expansion into Europe, or maybe the debit card gets released, and that could be a big temporary bump in stock price. Who knows at the end of the day? But the biggest catalyst would be an earnings call, which is probably going to be around end of October, and then we'll probably have another one near the end of November. Why? Because the year end took so long to do that. By the time they report the year end, they're already going to get ready to report the next earnings report sometime in November, December, possibly in January. My opinion only. But we'll see. Only time will tell. But the year end was supposed to be for July. So, and then the next quarter report will be for the end of October. So basically, by the time they report the year end, the current quarter is already in place. So they know what their current quarter is. So a month later they'll report the quarter report. So it'll be like earnings after earnings, possibly a European news. So I think the back half, the new year end of about November, December will be a very good month for Voyager Digital stock. That's my opinion only. Short term, I still think that there's a possibility that Voyager Digital stock could go down further. I do plan to, at these levels, these are fantastic prices. I plan to scale in and buy some more at these levels. Am I worried about the short term? Am I worried about the company? Absolutely not. Markets are volatile. It's controlled by big money, and big money ultimately dictates the price of the stock. Think about it, right? Like, there's just so many people talking positively about Voyager. Retail investors, most retail investors think long term. They have jobs. You have a job, great. That just gives you opportunity to scale in, especially around these prices. At least this is my opinion, not financial advices. So, I don't have a job. I don't have steady income. I just have to live off with the cash I currently have. So I have to be careful about how I scale in. But I already have a not like a big position, but a decent position in this. So I think I'm adding a little bit more to this because I believe in the company and I think these are fantastic prices, and I do believe in cryptos long term. So, and I believe that if we wait long enough, this company will be a decent sized company. I mean, that's my opinion. We'll see what happens. Remember, Score Media, they got bought out for 1.92. They got bought out for $2 billion US. Voyager is sitting at currently at 1.8682 billion Canadian dollars. VOY on the US side is sitting at $1.42 billion. I think that they could easily sell their company out for $2 billion. I think that at these prices is fantastic. Think about it. If you buy it at these prices and it, let's say, for example, if it ever goes back to its all-time high of $27, $29, that's 3x your money, man. 3x your money. That's pretty good. That's pretty hard to do in the market. I mean, 10x is the hardest, but 3x your money is pretty good. For Canadian side, $36 is height. So if big money ever decides to come back and pump it to its 52-week high, you are making a lot of money buying down here. I mean, the biggest money would be down around $1, but just logically, I just don't see that happening. But anything's possible in the market. We could see a stock market crash and this thing can go back to $1, which would be fantastic buying opportunity in my opinion. So we'll see what happens if the crypto market crash, if the stock market crash. I think that there's a possibility we could see Voyager go down to $1, which would be easily a 10x return on investment long term. My opinion only, not financial advice. So at these prices, the stock price, the company would have more cash on their balance sheet than the entire company is worth, which makes no sense. And at that price, the company should totally be buying back stock. Like I would have been like, oh, fantastic stock buying back opportunity. So we'll see what happens, but I don't think it's gonna go down to $1. I think absolute worst case scenario is 10, but there's also a possibility of $5, which that would require massive correction in the stock market for that to happen, and in the crypto markets for that to happen, which is always a possibility, but we'll see what happens moving forward. Today the overall market ended up down, but it is what it is. I mean, like I said, market is generally a dangerous place. You're gambling that the Fed will keep pumping money. You're gambling that big money will keep funneling money into the stock market. You're gambling that everything will go perfect and the market will never crash, which, market will crash one day. It will crash one day, and most people will bitch about it, and the people who are prepared will be laughing about it. That's just how I see it. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and sub and or dislike or unsubscribe or whatever you want to do. And have a great day. Bye.